Hey everyone, Zack Hample with you here, and I gotta start this video by showing a whole bunch of comments. You can see them up here on the screen. Requests for me to do another Q&A video. And as always, there were a bunch of requests that jumped out at me, like these next few from people who all feel an extra special connection to the number 22. I respect that. Here are a whole bunch from people making promises and almost issuing threats and warnings based on whether or not there is a part 22. But here's where it started to get real. Two different people commented about the Astros and said that I have to do a Q&A part 22 or the Astros will continue to cheat or the Astros will keep stealing signs. So look, I don't think anyone, Astros fans included, want to see that. I mean, that's just not a good situation. So that really got me thinking. But the most intense Q&A request of all, you ready for it? Do Q&A part 22 or the coronavirus will end baseball forever. Yo boy legend is not messing around. And so I feel like with that, I have no choice but to jump right into part 22 of my Q&A video series. So here we go with the very first question. What does Q&A stand for? I'm glad you asked. A lot of people have been wondering. It stands for quicksand and avalanches. Nature is scary. Are you an Astros fan? No. This next comment, this question coming in from Instagram, Zack, how do you feel about the Rams' new logo? So I'm not a football fan. I don't follow it. I hadn't even seen the logo, heard some distant chatter. So once I saw your question, I went to NFL.com, I clicked the teams link, I scrolled down, and wow! I would say it's a great logo if you're a local news station in Lafayette, Louisiana, or if you run a low-budget motel chain. But if you're a multi-billion-dollar NFL franchise, you gotta come up with something better and more creative. That new logo, major thumbs down. That logo creeps me out. It's so bad. What's your opinion on me being the sexiest man alive? Well, first of all, Bartolo, it's a pleasure to have you here on my channel. Thank you for watching and commenting. I'm gonna have to disagree with your opinion. The way I see it, how can you be the sexiest man alive when Mike Trout is the sexiest man alive? You can't both be the sexiest. I'm sorry, but you've lost your title. Now let me see if this next question looks familiar to you guys, all right? Can you make a TikTok account? Does that look familiar? I actually used it in my last video, part 21, last Q&A video. My answer at the time was no, I can't deal with TikTok. I'm too busy. I'm already on enough social media apps. Not gonna do it. But then guess what happened? I started hearing from a bunch of people who shamed me. They basically told me how stupid I am for not being on TikTok because that's where all the action is and blah, blah, blah. And so I checked it out and you guys, I succumbed to peer pressure. I am now on TikTok. You can see up here on the screen what my TikTok looks like as I scroll through it. Tons of content I've posted every day over the last few weeks, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. So do yourself a favor, do me a favor, at Zack_Hample. Check me out on TikTok, follow me there. We will have a lot of fun with it together. Where's one place where you would love to take batting practice? Interesting question, and the answer is the moon. Because there's no atmosphere, there's no air resistance, gravity is much weaker, and I think it would be fun to hit some 1,000-foot dingers. But of course, baseball stadiums on the moon would probably have like 2,000-foot fences, so I still couldn't go yard, but that's my answer, the moon. How many pillows in your collection? I have exactly 150, and yes, I keep an exact count because I'm a dweeb and I keep track of everything. Q&A, what time do you wake up and go to sleep? My sleep schedule is kind of extreme right now, extreme late. I've been going to bed probably an average of like 4:30 a.m. and I sleep 7 hours usually, like most people probably, give or take. So getting up at like 11:30, sometimes I wake up early, like 11 in the morning. There was a night recently that I was up till 6:30 in the morning and I slept till 1 in the afternoon. But you know what? It's okay because I'm a YouTuber, okay? I have to sleep late to look good on camera, okay? Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but my bedtimes are kind of a mess right now. Do you still have a season ticket for the Yankees? Yes, kind of, although right now it's called a no-season ticket. For Q&A part 22, what is the date that you think the season will start? Let me ask you a question. Can an entire calendar year, in this case, be considered a date? Because if so, I'm going with 2021. Yeah, I just don't see baseball being played at all in 2020. I hope I'm wrong. We can look back to this question and my answer months, years from now, see if I was right. But I predict no baseball until 2021. Can I be in your next Q&A video? Question, do you have coronavirus? Couldn't think of a question. Wow. Sure, welcome to my Q&A video. I don't think I have coronavirus. I'm healthy, I have no symptoms, but then again, you can have the virus for weeks and still not show symptoms, and even if I wanted to get tested right now, I probably couldn't. So who knows, but let's assume that I don't. Can I take over your channel if you get coronavirus? Shout this shout out for me. Rude. And the answer is no. If I get coronavirus and if I get a severe case and I am incapacitated, too sick to film videos for YouTube, you know who's gonna take over my channel? She doesn't know it yet, but my mom is gonna take over. Well, she watches all my videos, so I guess she knows now. So, hey mom, get ready just in case. Start compiling a list of all the videos that you're gonna film. And you might wanna learn how to edit videos also while you're at it. Good luck. How are you handling the coronavirus living in New York City? Look, I know there are lots of people out there who really have it rough for various reasons, but me, personally, I'm just chilling. You can see what my place looks like. Pretty comfy, big pillow pile. Pretty spacious by New York City standards. So yeah, I have lovely company living with me here through this pandemic. We've been having a great time together, watching movies together, working out here at home, staying in shape, playing a lot of Scrabble, listening to a lot of music. My new project is to listen to every song that ever charted on Billboard's year-end Hot 100 list. That is thousands upon thousands of songs. I just thought it would be a fun way to pass the time. So we're doing that together and enjoying quiet time together also, which is one of my favorite things to do. So I am not even close to being bored, still working on a ton of baseball stuff, including these videos for you guys. So for right now, it's fine. There's a grocery store that's open 24 hours, 5 blocks from my place. Staying up crazy late actually has its benefits. I do my shopping at 3 in the morning. There is nobody there. So I actually feel pretty safe having to go and get food. So I'm good for now. Can we please see Jack? You guys have been asking for a long time. I do my best. We'll see if he wants to finally show his face. Hey, yo, Jack, can you come out and say hello to Mike's Baseball Cards Collins on YouTube? He really wants to see you.
No, sorry, I'm really busy right now. I can't do it.
You're busy right now? What else do you have to do? Nobody's busy these days. Come on, won't you do it?
No, I won't. You're the one that wants to be YouTube famous, not me.
Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Jack is a good person, but he's a difficult person and sometimes he's antisocial. Sorry. Zack, if you were in a dodgeball tournament, which 3 MLB pitchers would you choose to be on your team? Adam, that's a really cool question. Gotta go with Jordan Hicks. I feel like he's not a household name, but he deserves to be. The dude throws 104 miles an hour. So gotta have him. He's a righty. And then I also want to have a lefty just to change up the perspective. You know, that can confuse major league hitters. And I feel like dodgeball opponents, if they see balls being thrown from opposite arms, they're going to struggle. So Aroldis Chapman, I'm not really a fan of him as a person, but his left arm is otherworldly, so got to have him on my team. And I'm going to go with Marcus Stroman as my third choice. How's that for random? He doesn't throw 100 miles an hour, but obviously he throws hard. He's a major league pitcher. He's small for major league standards. I feel like he could really dodge the balls well, dart in and out, and just drive the opposition crazy. Seems like a really fun guy also. So those are my three. Longtime fan, have you ever been to Montana? If so, what reason? I live in Montana and it's awesome. Well, Orta Potty, not to be confused with Porta Potty. I've never been to Montana. I'll take your word for it. Next Q&A, can you strip naked in a video? Nope. How do you feel about Nike making the jerseys? I truly could not care less. I'm not trying to be rude. It just doesn't matter to me. Here's another question from Insta. What's the strangest thing you've been asked to sign either through the mail or in person? Asks Legend of Joey. So right away, something jumped in my head. Last year in Houston, Minute Maid Park, I remember being up in the upper deck on the third base side. This guy asked me to sign his face underneath his eye to give the appearance of eye black in the form of a signature. And he also asked my videographer to sign under his other eye. So he had these two signatures. I gotta say, it was pretty badass looking, very weird, and I mean that in a good way. Hey, Zack. Hey, _space Ryan. I am a huge fan and have been watching since 2016. Just wondering, how many home runs have you caught on the fly? So out of my 71 lifetime game home runs, I've caught 45 on the fly, including, if you guys remember, the Bryce Harper home run last year in Philly. That one landed about 5 feet away and it was packed. Some guy with no glove reached up, it bounced off his hands and sort of blooped directly to me, and I snagged it out of midair. It wasn't a clean catch, but it still goes in my on-the-fly tally. The way I see it, if that guy and me, if we were outfielders in a major league game out on the field and that happened, the ump would call it an out. So yeah, on the fly, 45 lifetime game home runs. For Q&A, would you rather be paralyzed for the rest of your life, but you can still go to baseball games, or you can't go to any more games but still be able to move fully? Homeless Pencil, that is an awful, awful question. I hate it. You guys all really love these just brutal either or scenarios, right? Look, as much as I love going to baseball games, I don't love it more than being fully mobile and able-bodied. So I'd have to say goodbye to going to baseball games. That would be rough, but you didn't say anything about hockey games. Maybe I'll go and start trying to catch pucks. How about that? What is your favorite bed? Definitely your mom's. And with that, let's just jump into 3 shout-outs and close this out. I always tell you guys, if you want a shout-out, be creative. And this first one from Caleb Miller is very creative. I won't read all the text. I'll let you guys do that on your own time. But I'll just read the left-hand column, which says, can I have a shout out? And that last line says, that creative enough? Yeah, I would say so. Caleb, here's your shout out. You the man. Thank you for watching. Here's a very short and sweet one. This person simply said, can I have a shout out? But look at all those really interesting characters and symbols that they typed in. Justin Strunk, you too are the man. Here's your shout out, and thank you for watching as well. I really appreciate it. And finally, you don't necessarily have to be creative if you say something really nice. I might use your shout out request that way. Look at this one from a while back. Zack, because of you for my birthday, instead of getting a PS4, I begged my parents to take me to a Mets game. Because of watching your videos, I learned some tricks on ball hawking. At that game, I got 2 foul balls and 1 ball during BP. Thanks for being an inspiration and helping me learn how to catch balls at MLB games. If you read this, may I please have a shout out in Q&A 10, please? Q&A 10? Have a good day/night. So yeah, as I've mentioned, I have a zillion screenshots of your comments that I have saved going back years. You never know when I might drop an old one in, like I did right here with Jack Eiseshin. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, my man, I am so happy to hear that I inspired you and that my videos helped. Thank you so much for watching. I hope by now you've gotten your PlayStation and maybe see you at a Mets game sometime soon. And with that, we are going to close this out. Q&A part 22. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see Q&A part 23, you know what to do. Keep those comments coming. Keep those questions coming. And the only other thing you got to do for right now, stay safe and healthy out there. Things are nuts. I'll be back at you soon with another video. Bye.